measuring. You have to take time to do that. Then you have to take time to put it into the app. Then when you put it into the app, you have to make sure that you're putting it in correctly. You have to make sure you're getting the correct brand. You have to make sure that you're getting, you're measuring it with grams or milliliters, or, you know, what measurement it is. It's just like, there's so many moving parts to this. And so maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Again, I'm going to do it for 90 days. So I think after I do this for 90 days, I'll have a better flow each week. Like, there'll be a new habit that I'm acquiring, or like something that, you know, I can chop down the time in half, or, you know, I get quicker at this, or, oh, also too with the app, it's really awesome because it does allow you to save the food. So a lot of this stuff, now I get why people just eat the same thing, because when you start varying it up, it messes up the calculations with your macros. So it just makes sense to just have the same meal all the time. But then it gets boring. That's just the reality. Like, people make it, oh, it's, you know, just meal prep and just get on the, you know, just take your dumbbells and you're just gonna like do some RDLs, and then you're just gonna, you know, swoosh into the gym and do all these things. And it's like, no, this is like a lot. So I definitely gotta focus. You know, but that's how people make it seem. That's how people make it seem. Like, they make it seem like it's so easy and just meal prep, and no, you have to learn all the calculations. You have to figure out what your goal you're trying to hit, and then figure out a program just for that. And then guess what? Life is going on, right? So stress. Did you sleep okay the night before, right? If you, for whatever reason, if you didn't sleep the night before, you know, I'm just thinking of like different reasons why people would go through things to then make them want to overindulge and eat the next day, where you're like, I have this whole meal prep. I don't want to eat none of that. I just want to eat whatever I want. I just want to go to lunch and just eat whatever I want and say, forget it. So I just want to be honest and authentic with like, this is annoying. This is difficult, but I'm going to keep going hard with it. Right? I ain't sleep good. I was locked up. Oh, wow. I love that spin. So, you know, guys, I told you guys I was a professional dancer. I haven't danced professionally in like 16 years, but you know, I could still hit a spin, you know. So yeah, to be honest, right now, this is going to be tasty, but I've been eating garbanzo beans for the last week. I've been having yogurt for the last week. I've been having cacao powder for the last week. And it's just like, woo. And you guys remember, I'm doing it without, for the first like 2 weeks, I didn't want to have my protein powder. Because I also think that when I just was doing my own research, I also, hold on real quick, let me grab a plate. So when I was doing my own research about this, like people, let me wash this off real quick. So when I was doing my research, you know, people will start to rely so heavily on protein powder, and like then they end up getting like protein poisoning. I just won the lottery ticket. Did you really? That's awesome. Okay, you still got the moves. Hummus is so good. Yeah, like maybe I'll do like some hummus or something. I think I'll get more creative as I go. What I have so far has been really tasty, but I should have put some onion. That's okay. But yeah, as I go along, I think I'll probably like tweak little things about my meal plan as I go, but I'm just gonna have to stick with the boring meal plan for now. And it makes sense, guys. You do kind of have to eat boring when you want to like do like a transition from losing fat, gaining muscle, to have like that more fitness look physique. And then I think after the 90 days, we'll see what that looks like then, but I don't think I'll have to be as strict, because I really do like the trainer was like, you're just so close, so just go hard with it. Like it's gonna be like repetitive and boring, and but he's like, just do it. Yeah, I'm finna cash that in right now. Get it in. You better run. You better hurry up. You better run and go do that. Really, that kind of protein powder can put. No, okay. I'm happy you asked that, because I don't want to give a false. It's like, I think that what happens is, because you have to hit your protein. Okay, so let's just say this was 20 grams of protein that you have left every day, and then you're like, well, I'm just going to supplement it with protein powder, because, like, say for example, I have this. Like, I'm just going to supplement it with protein powder because it's only 90 calories, right? So for 90 calories, I can get 17 grams of protein. Okay, so let's just say I poured a little bit more, and let's just round it up to 100, and it's 20 calories. So for only 100 calories, you get 20 grams of protein, but then you have a lot of calories left, like that you're allowed to hit, right? Now, if you have a normal meal, that's going to end up taking up about 500 calories. So people are like, I'm just going to supplement, so I can have a lot of calories left over to be able to like have something else tasty that I want. For me, I've been relying on protein powder so much that I just felt called to kind of like do this journey without protein in it, just to show myself that it's possible. And it is. You can hit your calories and get close to your protein. Now, this is where I went. I'm not going to say wrong, because I did what I wanted on purpose, but this is where I went kind of left. I wanted fruit. I wanted an apple. I wanted an orange. I wanted blueberries, right? So instead of like hitting my protein intake that I was supposed to for the day, I would just have an apple or have an orange, and then that would be carby. It would like take up carbs, but then I wouldn't hit my protein. But I was like, but overall, I have to make sure I stay within 1,300 calories on the days that I don't work out. So that's the most important part, because I do have more fat to lose than muscle. So instead of going over on my calories and be like, well, I'm going to have the fruit and the protein, I was like, well, forget it. I'm not going to I want my blueberries. I want my apple. And I calculated it in. I had it. I was satiated. But technically, I did not hit the protein level I was supposed to. I see. I've never taken protein powder or variation of it, but I'll consider. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of brands that I have in here. A No Steps that I talk about. Sun Warrior is a good one. I haven't had any issues, but there has been people where they'll have like 3, 4, 5 protein shakes a day. And like, this is at the end of the day, guys, like there's really good brands out there, but like eating close to the earth, eating God's food is the best, right? So I think after a month, I'll start incorporating this like once every 2 to 3, 4 days, like, but not like, oh, I have to rely on protein powder. I don't want to do that. Technically, this is a really, really good brand, but technically, like some of the stuff that they have to like put in here, I don't know what this is. Trixidius oil. Like I gotta like look up what that is. But again, like some of the like, there's some things that products just have to have in order to like have it, the shelf life and all that stuff. It's in I don't care what you buy. Every single thing inside of a package like has to have some kind of ingredient in it that's not natural, because they have to be able to sell it and like have it on the shelf if it doesn't sell. So when you keep eating that, it builds up over time. So I just don't want to like rely on this. I want to be able to, I'd rather rely on garbanzo beans and black beans and nuts and seeds and, still cut oats and stuff like that, more natural stuff than this. So I hope that makes, I'm sure you guys get my point at this point. Ciana, have you ever cooked or eat salmon? Oh yeah. I used to cook salmon all the time in my 20s. Whole Foods are the best, but I have protein powder as a backup. Yeah. And that's I have so many proteins. Like this is more so, I think I just wanted to prove to myself that I can kind of do this at the beginning without any, protein powder. you know, so that way I could say, okay, you know, you can choose to have protein powder, or like you could put protein powder inside of like yogurt and like zhuzh it up with like some dates and like make like a protein ice cream. So like I think I might do it with stuff like that, like use it as like a treat. And like also too, cottage cheese has been a game changer too. I haven't had cottage cheese in years, but I've just been seeing so many good recipes with it. And I've made cottage cheese ice cream with, what did I make it with? With the, what was it? Pistachios. So it was pistachio ice cream, but the base was cottage cheese, and cottage cheese is filled with protein. I cook like, I would say here and there. I would say more here and there, probably like 3 times a week. 3 times a week. And it's like, you know, I'm not really like going in every day. I mean, I just don't have time. But, you know, I would say like a solid 2 to 3 times a week. Put this in here. And then I am going to have, okay, here's another thing, guys. Some avocado. I gotta make sure I put this in there too. So avocado is excellent for fat, but again, it's so high in calorie that it will eat up your calories. So it's like I have to really, like, I used to have 1 whole avocado a day, and that was like 300 calories just of avocado. So it's like, no matter, like, now I get why, because the last year and a half I'm like, I really want to lean out. I want my muscle to show more. Like, I really feel like I've been putting in the work. And like some weeks my muscle would show a little bit more, than some weeks it wouldn't. And I'm like, I wonder what it is, but I just think I was overeating on healthy food. So I'm eating healthy, but like I'm not burning enough to then keep up with the amount of calories that I was intaking. Does that make sense? So I would have 1 whole of these, you know, 1 whole one a day. Now I'm like every other day, every 3 days. So that's been interesting. I think what I'll do is like on the days that I eat 1,800 calories, when I do my heavy lifting, I'll incorporate like a whole avocado. So I've been trying to like not eliminate whole food groups that I love, but trying to figure out how to incorporate it, but then like not miss the mark on the calorie intake, but then not miss the mark on like the protein. It's just, there's just so many things, you guys. I recently bought cottage cheese. It's interesting. I have to find things. Type in, go on Instagram or go on TikTok.